natural wonders in Singapore? Yeah, I thought the same too. But stick around as Mother Nature's biggest fans here lift the veil on the raw, wild and unseen side of this island city. Hi, it's nice to have you back. This week, we'll be catching up with more nature fans, like Richard over there.
Welcome to the intertidal zone on Kusu Island. Most people come to see the temples and tortoise on Kusu, but there's also this beautiful shore that's underwater and a regular beach at high tide. But during low tide like now, this area is exposed and you will be able to see many marine creatures.
Richard is not a scientist, but together with fellow volunteers, he has devoted countless hours to surveying the shores of Singapore during low tides, which could sometimes be in the wee hours of the morning.
For one pre-dawn trip, I left home at 2:45 a.m. to catch the tide.
Thank heavens this wasn't one of those. Now that we're here, what do?
We survey the marine life.
Survey? Like we ask them questions?
No, we take photos of them to document the health of the shore. At the same time, we see if the corals are of a healthy color or what changes have taken place since the last visit.
Ah, like a mom checking in on the kids.
Yep, that's right. And of course, it's also a learning experience for me. It's always exciting to encounter new creatures I have never seen before.
Oh, look at this pretty seashell.
That's not a seashell, it's a living animal and actually closely related to sea urchins because of their tiny spines. Some are even as tiny as our 10-cent coin. You can find them on many of our shores. They are called sand dollars. Come on, keep up! We have only 2 to 3 hours to cover this wide area before the tide gets too high. Time and tide wait for no man.
Did Richard manage to find Nemo or a pineapple under the sea? Stay tuned for the full report. Great, we're back on dry land, and here we are in one of Singapore's seaside parks, Pasir Ris Park, to meet our next guests. Hi, Sankar?
Hello, yes, that's me.
This is Sankar, president of the
Herpetological Society of Singapore.
In simpler terms, that's like snakeology plus frogology.
Well, actually, herpetology is the study of reptiles and amphibians in general, not just snakes and frogs.
I see. Then can we also clarify, what exactly are you doing right here?
I'm actually recording the call of this 4-line tree frog here.
That's a frog? I thought that was a duck.
Yeah, it sounds like a duck, right? Well, frogs are actually some of the most vocal creatures on this planet, and you can find them right here in Pasir Ris Park. On rainy days especially, you can hear them calling all over the place. You can't hear it right now, but sometimes you can hear the call of the crab-eating frog, which kind of sounds like a machine gun, kind of like this.
That's some amazing talent you've got.
Thanks. So frogs actually have a very wide variety of calls, from mating calls to aggression calls to even distress calls. These wide variety of calls have actually been recorded, and we've put it up on a playlist for the public to listen to and enjoy.
I'll be sure to check that out. Besides releasing albums for frogs, what else does the society do?
Well, generally with reptiles and amphibians, we tend to approach them from this culture of fear. What we want to do at the HSS is to change that into a culture of respect. We want people in Singapore to respect the fact that these animals are coexisting with us. Now, the best way to do that is through education. For example, how many people in Singapore actually know that we live alongside the largest species of snake in the entire world, the reticulated python?
You are kidding.
No, and these aren't even that rare. For example, just a few months ago at Sungai Buloh Wetland Reserve, my friends and I, we were actually lucky enough to see a king cobra, which is the longest species of venomous snake in the entire world, feeding on the longest species of snake in the entire world, a small reticulated python. So these amazing moments are actually happening all around us in all these green spaces, much like this one.
Whoa, please tell me, we're gonna see a python today?
Well, maybe, but there's actually many more species of snakes in Pasir Ris mangroves. This is actually a very special place to me because this is where I fell in love with reptiles and amphibians, and there's so many more to be seen. Speaking of which, there is a Shoppit Viper right here, next to the boardwalk.
Hello there. What red eyes you have.
This is one of the 7 highly venomous species of snakes in Singapore. And this one's just a baby, but you can see that it's actually just coiled up on this branch of the mangrove tree. And it's waiting. It's an ambush predator, so it's actually waiting for a small prey, like maybe a small frog or a small bird to land in front of it, and then it'll strike out and eat it. Now, yes, like I said, this is a baby, but we need to still be very careful and maintain a distance from this snake. We need to respect its space and make sure we don't get too close, we don't disturb it too much. That way we can have a wildlife-friendly encounter.
So mangroves are full of mud, and that means it's perfect for mud snakes. Mud snakes like this dog-faced water snake right here. Dog-faced water snakes are some of the most common species that you can find in the mangroves. They tend to be more active in the evenings.
Whoops, these snakes got me so distracted that I almost forgot about Richard. We should probably check back with him on Kusu Island. Hey Richard, so how did it go? What did you see today?
We spotted many sea creatures today. They are the frilly anemone, the streams, the magnificent anemone, as well as a goby. This is a brittle star. Not many are aware that our shores are so rich with life. All this beauty just 20 minutes away from the city centre.
It's more than just a hobby offering an escape from city life. What citizen scientists like Richard do actually helps researchers keep track of the health of our shores. He also hopes that his photos would inspire others to learn and care more about the rich marine life at our doorstep.
Yes, which reminds me, I got to head back soon to process all these photos before posting them to my blog.
Do check it out. Richard has captured some really weird, cool, and oh so cute creatures you wouldn't believe are living in our great Singapore reefs. Like this cutie nudie prank. Ooh, googie woogie woo. With that, I'm gonna leave you as I fall deeper into the sea rabbit hole. Hope to see you on our shores as well as in the next episode of Wow Over the Wow.